Hi PJC, Shabbat Shalom. I'm standing here in what will, please God, B'Sha'at Tova, please God, be our future spiritual home. And I figured I would come into this space while it's quiet and take a moment before Shabbat Bereshit, before the beginning of our reconnection with the Torah, and explore and share an idea from this spot, from the what I believe in the future will be our Aron Kodesh, the place where we're going to hold our Sifrei Torah right over here. Parshas Bereshit obviously begins with the creation of the world, and it concludes, the creative process concludes on the sixth day with the creation of humanity. As I mentioned on Shabbat, as I mentioned on Shmini Atzeret, human beings were not created in a single moment, but the process was complicated. Unlike everything else that God said there's a need for it and then created it, human beings are complex, human beings are complicated, and the process itself was challenging, was complicated, and took hours upon hours, took 6 hours to create the human body. Obviously, we're seeing how complicated firsthand it is to create anything, right? Look at this beautiful building, look at this beautiful space, and the complexity that it takes to build something. When God says, let us create man, we know he says, Na'aseh Adam b'Tzalmeinu. Let us create man in our image. He says it in the plural, let us create. And that's obviously very challenging, right? It's one of the great critiques that is made of, made of the Torah, saying that you're saying there's one God. Why does the one God say, let us, in plural, let us make man? Why doesn't he say, let me make man? In the singular, why does he say it in the plural? One of the suggestions is that God realizes to create something complex, to create something difficult, to create the most beautiful of God's creations, he needs to do it in partnership. He needs to do it in concert with the entire world. When God says, let us make man, he's saying to everything he's created so far, you're invested in the creation of humanity. You're going to be there to serve humanity, to help human beings be the best version of themselves, to help them be the greatest that they can be, to help them create beautiful technologies, beautiful buildings, makom, beautiful places that are holy and sanctified. Na'aseh Adam b'Tzalmeinu, the complexity of human beings, is that they have to be created within context of where they are, within context for who they are, with a reverence for the complexity of our creation, and an understanding that the world is here, the physical world is here, partnering with God in our creation to make us all that we can be. We are so blessed to be watching our future go up in front of our eyes. And we are so blessed to be starting Sefer Bereshit this Shabbos, to understand that the partnership in creation is so profound between the physical world and the human world. We can succeed what we need to succeed because we build so beautifully in this world. I hope and I pray that this space be a sanctified space, be a holy space, be a space that enables us to be the best spiritual versions of ourselves. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom. I look forward to seeing you on Shabbos. If you're in Baltimore, if you're away, know that you will be missed. Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom. Here's one more insider look as to what our future spiritual home looks like. Shabbat Shalom.